Hello and welcome to my channel. My name is Janetta if you are new here, and there's just something about being stuck in the house that makes a girl want to DIY. Everything I use today can be found at your local craft store, and for this DIY you'll need polymer clay, modeling clay utensils, super glue, pliers, earring backs, posts and jump rings, and lastly parchment paper for baking the clay. I also used an X-Acto knife and just random things I could find around the house to make little shapes. The first DIY is a terrazzo inspired number. I absolutely love terrazzo, so I started with a slab of white clay and added different unique pieces of clay to get that terrazzo effect. Once I was happy with the pattern, I used the rolling pin to smooth everything down and then took a piping tip to create two circles. These will be the tops of the earrings. With the remaining slab, I cut out two strips and then rolled them into an arch shape. To create that rainbow arch, I just rolled some beige clay into a similar size and then placed the terrazzo roll on top. Polymer clay is very forgiving, so if you mess up a little, you can always smooth out indentions with your finger. For my next set of earrings, I wanted to create a unique floral set that was very earthy. So I started with a slab of this beautiful dusty rose shade that will be the base of the earring. These will be very heavy, so make them as thin as you possibly can. I did not make it thin enough, so the final product was a little heavy. Then taking a forest green, I formed a few stems and leaf shapes to my liking. To create the flowers, I cut out similar smaller circles with piping tips and layered them to create a petal effect. I felt like the earrings were pretty plain, so I took little small beads of gold clay and spaced them throughout. There were also places where my fingernail or a tool cut through, so I just took my finger and gently smoothed them out. I didn't spend too much time since I was going to go for the handmade look. The last pair of earrings are white and gold ombre. I think these turned out so well. So I started off with a slab of white clay and I rolled that to my desired thickness. Using my X-Acto knife, I cut out very tiny pieces of gold clay. I took my piping tip and cut out two smaller circles, which will be the top pieces. Now working on the bottom piece and using the remaining clay, I rolled some gold clay into a rope and then I arranged it in kind of like a wave-like shape on the slab. To create that rough look, I pulled up some of that gold clay until I was happy with how jagged the edges looked. I then flattened out the bottom using my tool, and then I added some more gold clay and then rolled that slab up until everything was smooth and uniform and at my desired thickness. Alright, now that I have all of my pieces ready, I place them on my lined baking sheet and use the prong of my jewelry pliers to poke holes for the jump rings and earring loops. I made sure to place the holes close enough to the edge based on the jump rings I wanted to use, and before they go in the oven, make sure you take the time to smooth everything, because once you bake, you won't be able to remove them afterwards. Every polymer clay is different, so I just bake them according to the directions on my package. After they were done baking, I let them cool for about 30 to 40 minutes, and I began to assemble the earrings. Once the earrings are done, they are ready to wear. You can always take sandpaper and really smooth out the earrings if you want that very neat look. But again, I was going for bespoke, handmade, so any kind of error was just part of the piece, and I think they turned out really well. I hope you guys enjoy this video. Let me know in the comments down below if you are DIYing as well. Let me know what you're making this quarantine. I hope you guys enjoy this video. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you in my next one. Bye!